Junior Rotax. Race 1 of the meeting, Heat 1 for Junior Rotax, 3 in total. So the grid lineup is as follows. Pole position in the form of Tim Gerhards from the Netherlands. Then it's Germany's Raphael Renhofer alongside. Aliska Babikova and current points leader in the standings, Kai Gielitz, round out row 2. Ahead of a double Dutch delight on row number 3, Bruno Mulders and Lukas Schoonmakers. Christian de Klein in 7th is ahead of Nikita Genza, with Max Knappen and Valentin Klus rounding out the top 10. Petra Babikova and Thomas Strauven round out the top 6 rows ahead of Thomas Martins, Matthijs Turlo, Karel Schultz, and we also have Mikkel Pedersen, Magnus Pedersen, Morris Schmeitz, Theo Eriksson and Kian Agasade from Germany rounding out the top 20. They now go on to the formation lap. Gilles Clouet, Maximilian Angelard, Austin Lee, Adrian Lebuda, Farin Mega, Nick Gerhards, and at the back of the grid are 2 drivers in the form of Great Britain's Freddie Spindlow and Poland's Rafael Gwiczak, who were found to be underweight post-qualifying and were thereby promptly excluded from the session. So they will round out the 14th and final row. 7 minutes plus an additional lap in the first of many races here this weekend. So we'll be racing all the way until around about 5:45 local time here in Germany, Central European summertime. And if you are in the UK, you're an hour behind us, so good morning. Welcome to all those watching. Hopefully, I know we've got competitors from the UAE, from Turkey, and also the United States of America. So, top 10. Tim Gerhards on pole, Raphael Renhofer alongside, then Eliska Babikova, Kai Gielitz, Mulders, Schoonmakers, De Klein, Genza, Knappen and Klus. They now feed their way through into the final double right-hander here at Wackersdorf. 1,190 metres of asphalt, ready to have the track lit up ablaze with the Rotax Raw. Red lights go out for the first time. We are off and away. Great start by Tim Gerhards to initially get the lead going into the first couple of corners, into the right-hand sweeper at turn 3. But it looks like he's coming under pressure going into the very next corner. Oh, we've had a spin and a multi-car incident off into turn number 4 for the first time. Multiple carts involved. But everyone starts to rejoin, but in the meantime looks like Christian de Klein might have got the jump on everybody, as everyone else behind is squabbling for position. And one of the drivers that was involved, well, 2 of them I saw, looks to be Tim Gerhards and also the 202, I believe that was Lukas Schoonmakers. So as now positions are starting to change at the front of the field. So now we will find out very, very shortly who is leading the way after disaster for the pole setter. Looks like might have been an incident between Babikova and Gerhards that caused the incident. But leading the way after lap number 1 here at Wackersdorf. Christian de Klein now up into first. As all up the inside, looks like Raphael Renhofer sending up the inside of Max Knappen for position as they go into turn 4. Looks for a change for 5th place now as it's a 3-way skirmish for 2nd. They now go into the tight infield. Drivers getting defensive, some trying to throw moves up the inside. It is getting very, very aggressive in the early phases of this weekend. But de Klein last time around had nearly a 1.5 second advantage over Max Knappen. But now Raphael Renhofer is up into 2nd position ahead of Knappen. Looks like Nikita Genza has made his way up into 4th place. Looks like one of the RS competition carts. Well, we've got the 201, that's Valentin Klus, who's just been passed up the inside, going through the 2nd infield hairpin. So we now come around to complete lap number 2. Coming out of the final corner, Christian de Klein now has an advantage of 2.37 seconds. As coming out of the final corner, some drivers will get a brilliant slipstream up in towards turn 3. So Christian de Klein is now leading the way. 2nd now is the 247 of Matthijs Turlo on the Birlart chassis. So still very much up, and the order has been up and down like a yo-yo on a string as Thomas Strauben up into 5th place, Klus up into 6th, Knappen, Magnus Pedersen, Farin Mega, who started all the way down in 25th position, is now up into 9th place ahead of Thomas Martins from Belgium. So quickly the first race came to drama and a bit of consequence for others a little bit further down the order as they stream their way across the start-finish line. Nikita Genza being pressurised now by Raphael Henhofer, who looks to the inside of turn 4. The German can't make it through. And then just behind, looks like Thomas Stauven really showing good credence. Normally would be in a lower tier category, but has made a debut this weekend with Strawberry Racing in Junior Rotax and is doing a pretty good job so far in just the opening salvo of what is set to come here at Wackersdorf. And I've just seen that Nick Gerhards is battling away with Eliska Babikova, and that is for around about 17th position, as there's more positional change. Farin Mega looking very, very quick here at Wackersdorf. And I found out that he had a steering issue due to some damage as he's closing on the back bumper of Valentin Klus. There's more moves up the inside through turns 2 and 3. So, Decline leading now by 2.4 seconds. As Nikita Genza now up into second position ahead of Mathis Turlo in the 2:47. Raphael Henhofer and then Thomas Stauven round out the top 5. And Stauven, I'm just keeping an eye on his lap times at the moment. He's just gone nearly half a tenth, he's gone over half a tenth quicker than Raphael Henhofer. And in the midst of all this, Kai Helitz has dropped all the way down to 19th. And the top 20 being rounded out by Kian Agasade from Germany. 2 minutes and 38 seconds still to go. Decline crosses the line first, and then it is starting to concertina as for second to fifth place, as I saw Turlo looking up the inside as Stauven pounces up the inside of Henhofer up into turn 4, and quickly following them is going to be the likes of Valentin Klus, who goes up the inside of Raphael Henhofer, who loses 2 places in turn number 6. So the German, who was on the front row alongside Tim Gerhardt, says there's a little bit of an incident just a bit further back through turn 6. So 2 minutes to go, and it looks like there's been a change of position, and it looks to be between Magnus Pedersen, who's just been passed by Valentin Klus, as everyone has quite clearly got the elbows out in the very first race of the meeting, as now Bruno Mulder's going side by side with Farin Mega, trying to go across the stripe, and that is for the last position in the top 10, as now Mulders pounces and goes up the inside. Looks like it's been another move on Henhofer, and I think that might... Freddie Spinlow's come from the back row of the grid, and he's now up into 8th position. So that is from 27th. That is a humongous gain of 19 places. Had a chat with a young man from Great Britain earlier on this weekend, and he said it's been interesting driving Rotaxes, as now Austin Lee trying to go toe-to-toe. This time around, he's battling away with Raphael Henhofer, who has dropped down the order quite considerably, having started on the front row. Black and white warning flag for the 2:48. And that is of Max Klappen, who is now down in 16th ahead of Nick Gerhards. So the top 3 at the moment is Christian Decline still leading. Then the battle for second, third and fourth is between Genza, Turlo and Stauven. There's been another change of position as Freddie Spindlow has just disposed of Magnus Pedersen in the 2:38 from RS Competition. 30 seconds on the clock, plus 1 lap to go. The 2:05 has also been given the black and white warning flag, and that is Tim Gerhards. And we have got a retiree, unfortunately, on the outside of turn number 4. Now, in the meantime, I've just noticed that Nikita Genza has broken away from those behind. Is now Thomas Stauven up into 3rd place, ahead of Mathis Turlo, and has got Valentin Klus from Germany up the inside of him through turn 3. Nicely done by the young German. As a little bit further back, I think I saw the 2:10 of Morris Schmeiss going toe-to-toe with Maximilian Angelard from Poland, as they nearly came together, going through the left-right kink under the start-finish, past the start-finish line, as we go now onto the penultimate lap. 7 minutes of quick, rapid-fire action in Junior Rotax has definitely brought the fire here at Wackersdorf, as there's been another move a bit further back behind Freddie Spindlow, and that is a change between. That's the 225 of Kanagasade. I think, well, no, it wasn't the two. It's, I think it might have been, that's Thomas Martins in the 295. Looks to have gotten past Magnus Pedersen. On to the last lap we go. The gap between Decline and Genza as now Farin Mega shoves his way past quite brutally there up the inside of Bruno Moulders, who could also lose another place as Kai Hillitz has been moving back up the field for damage limitation purposes. As the change, it looks like there's a possible change for third. We'll make that fourth as Valentin Klus has got back past Matisse Turlo. And now is that Nikita Genza a little bit further back? Well, Strauven is hounded as Freddie Spindlow up the inside of Nikita Genza as Matisse Turlo clashes into the side of Nikita Genza off of the first infield hairpin, and Genza is out. Luckily enough, he's out of the cart and he's safe. He's trying to move the cart unassisted, but this time Christian Decline strikes first here in Germany. Second place goes to Valentin Klus. Freddie Spindlow takes third. Matisse Turlo and Thomas Strauven round out the top 5 positions. Bruno Moulders in 6th. Magnus Pedersen, Thomas Martins, Farin Mega, who started 26th, finishes in 9th position. Karl Schultz in 10th. Kai Hillitz finished behind Eliska Babikova, but Freddie Spindlow was the driver on the move in that. A real great drive from the Brit. Started 27th and finished in 3rd place. Whew. And if that's the sign of things to come this weekend, I think we haven't seen anything quite yet, ladies and gentlemen. So Kai Hillitz in 12th, ahead of Max Knappen, Lukas Schoenmakers. Kanagasade finished in 15th, ahead of Morris Schmeis. Theo Eriksson was 17th, ahead of Austin Lee. Tim Gerhards would recover from that first lap incident at turn 4 to finish 19th, ahead of Mikkel Pedersen. Gilles Chloé, Maximilian Angelard from Poland. Rafael Renhofer would finish 23rd, ahead of Adrian Lubuda from Poland. Petra Babikova and Rafael Gwiczak from Poland rounded out the 26th that did finish with, unfortunately, it was Nick Gerhards off of turn 4, and Nikita Genza after that clash on the final lap would end up being classified in 27th. But Christian Decline gets his weekend off to a flying start here at Wackersdorf in Junior Rotax Heat number 1.